Stella Merced, his third and final trip to the
Hi,
gate.
Dr. Bailey.
Hello again, Joseph. Parapraxis. This is a singular noun.
Parapraxis.
Parapraxis.
Parapraxis, may I have the language of origin, please?
It's from Greek.
Parapraxis, may I have the definition, please?
A faulty act as a slip of the tongue, a blunder. Parapraxis.
Parapraxis.
Parapraxis. As in, observers hoped it was a parapraxis when the spelling bee champion said he would use his prize money to begin taking over the world.
May I have the part of speech, please?
Parapraxis is a singular noun.
Parapraxis, does this come from the Latin root para, meaning beside?
You're on the right track.
Parapraxis.
Parapraxis.
Parapraxis. P-A-R-A-P-R-A-X-I-S. Parapraxis.
Correct. Love that smile. He's been without parapraxis throughout this competition at this point. Looks like he'll keep it that way. Recognize both of those roots in that Greek-derived word.
His brother and sister have been here before. His mom says she's looking forward to the break.
Is it Ashwin or Ashwin?
Ashwin.
Ashwin. Daphnean.
Daphnean. May I have the definition, please?
Daphnean means shy or bashful.
Daphnean. May I have the part of speech?
Adjective.
Daphnean. May I have the language of origin?
Daphnean is from Greek.
Daphnean. Is there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one, Daphnean.
Daphnean. May I have the usage in a sentence?
Many believe the Loch Ness Monster is a myth, but the people of Scotland know he's just a little Daphnean.
Daphnean. D-A-P-H-N-E-A-N. Daphnean.
Correct.
No doubt about it.
No, he recognized that that's his sister, Anamika, who won the championship in 2010. We talked about family history. Rich one there.
Yeah, I mentioned Ohio is the most champions of all, the last one being his sister, number 9.
Good morning.
Good morning. Aristarch.
Aristarch?
Aristarch.
May I have the definition, please?
A severe critic.
Does this come from the Greek root arche, meaning power?
I don't see that given here.
May I have the language of origin?
The word is from a Greek name, Aristarch.
Could you use that in a sentence, please?
Sam's piano teacher was such an Aristarch when it came to technique that he decided to sell his piano and buy a guitar.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one, Aristarch.
Aristarch?
Aristarch.
Aristarch. A-R-I-S-T-A-R-C-H. Aristarch?
Correct. Good job by Operagica. Another instance of just trusting how those sounds are formed in Greek. That was very true to its Greek roots.
Next speller is Benjamin Kulas. It's from Nashville, Tennessee.
This word has a homonym. Knitted. Knitted means bright, glossy, lustrous.
Knitted?
Knitted.
Knitted, okay. May I have the etymology, please?
Latin.
Knitted. Okay. Could you use it in a sentence?
Brad had only a brief moment to enjoy the eagle's knitted feathers before it flew away with his ham sandwich.
Okay. Knitted?
Knitted, it's from Latin. It means bright, glossy, lustrous. Knitted.
Bailey went out of his way to tell him it's a homonym, so we can't just go up there and say
May I have the definition again,
K-N-I-T-T-E-D.
Knitted means bright, glossy, lustrous.
Okay, and the part of speech?
Adjective.
Should give him a clue on the last vowel in the word. The fact that it's an adjective. So many possibilities for the front
Knitted.
end.
N-I-T-T-E-D. Knitted. Knitted.
Knitted is spelled N-I-T-I-D.
Tough word if you haven't seen it. Sometimes, we hear all these syllables and say that's a hard word. Sometimes in this competition, the hardest are the shortest because there are just so many possibilities for those few letters in the word.
The kids get to go and take a moment to gather themselves once they're off stage. Here's Maria Kalchenko.
Pointel.
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 May I please have the definition?
An open work design as in knitted fabric, typically in the shape of chevrons or a fabric with this design.
May I please have the language of origin?
It's probably made up of a part that went from Latin to French to English plus a French combining form.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Pointel.
French,
Pointel. Am I
that's the
saying
clue.
it correctly?
Hard to be sure, but no alarm bells are ringing. Pointel.
Pointel. May I have the language of origin one more time?
It's probably made up of a part that went from Latin to French to English plus a French combining form. Pointel.
Is this a noun?
Maria's mother.
Yes, it is.
Her parents were born and raised in
Pointel.
Russia.
Pointle. Pointel.
Correct.
Well done, Scott. Well, that's happy because her daughter heard French twice in that etymology, said, I think there's that LLE on the end of this one.
I'd like to introduce you to our next speller, Kate. Well, she can hula hoop for 20 minutes at a time, she tells us, Paul, but she really prefers to dance.
I'm Kate Miller. I'm 14 years old, and I'm from Abilene, Texas.
What you doing, Kika?
Any words have a spelling bee? Outside of spelling, I love dance. My favorite style of dance is ballet because it's very perfectionistic and it's graceful. I'm involved in a studio in my hometown and assist a class of adorable 8 to 11-year-olds. This is my mnemonic device, air typing. A lot of how I study is I'll type the word to help cement them in my memory. So when I'm spelling in a bee, it helps me to bring it back to memory. My favorite word is absquatulate. A-B-S-Q-U-A-T-U-L-A-T-E. It means to hide, so I guess you could say I like to play with squatulate and seek.
That's something you mentioned earlier today. The computer age. We now see the kids type. It used to be so common they'd flip their placard over and scribble.
And some of them still do that old school. Let's watch if Kate employs it here.
Hi.
Duello or duello.
Duello, language of origin.
Latin-derived Italian.
Duello, definition.
The rules of combat between two persons.
Duello, is this a noun?
Yes. Duello, duello.
Duello, duello. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the two. There's duello, duello.
Origin to help
Duello.
here.
Is this from the Latin du, meaning two?
I don't see that given here.
Alright.
Hope that doesn't throw
Would you
her
use it in a
off.
sentence?
Correction. It is at another entry, so it is from 2.
Alright, thank you.
Unlike in Alex's fencing class, there would be no duello when it came to fighting his older brother for the last pork chop at dinner.
Duello.
Single consonant or double? The Italian root sometimes leads to
Duello.
double.
D-U-E-L-L-O. Duello.
Correct.
Well done. Did she hit the right keys, Chris? Were you watching the fingers?
I'd say she did. She got it right. That's for sure. You can already feel the tension and yet the relief when they get it correct. Can only imagine what it's going to be like tonight. It's our finals, the championship, 8 Eastern, ESPN primetime. We're